Hello, sunshines. I'm Ainsley, or some of you may know me better as Obscurity. Welcome to my baking show. It's finally spring here in Amberville, so I thought what better to make than these Easter-inspired white chocolate cupcakes by Garnish and Glaze. I'll put a link in the description to the original recipe down below, so you can go check that out. Here's what you're going to need. For the cupcakes, 1 2/3 cups all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup of butter, melted, 1 cup sugar, 3/4 cup buttermilk or whole milk, 1/4 cup of sour cream, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 2 egg whites. Start out by preheating your oven to 350 degrees. Line your muffin tins with cupcake liners. We're going to be making 24 minis and a few regular-sized cupcakes. Combine your flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt all together in a mixing bowl. In a separate bowl, whisk together the melted butter, sugar, buttermilk, sour cream, and vanilla. Then add the contents of this bowl with the dry mix that you just made and stir until they are just combined. Now, you'll want to beat the egg whites with an electric mixer. Beat the egg whites with the mixer until soft peaks form. Take the egg whites and fold them into the batter until combined. Then scoop the batter into the cupcake liners. Mini cupcakes should bake for 9 to 11 minutes, while the regular size cupcakes should bake for 15 to 18 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean. Garnish and Glaze recommends baking the mini ones first, followed by the regular ones if you are opting to do both, like we are here. Now on to the frosting. You're going to need 2/3 cup or 4 ounces of white chocolate chips melted, 5 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, 3 tablespoons butter also at room temperature, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 3/4 cups powdered sugar, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk. You're going to want to melt the chocolate chips in the microwave. Make sure to put the microwave on a low setting and then set the timer for 20-second increments. Make sure to stir after each interval until the chips are melted fully. Let the melted chips cool for about 2 minutes before adding it to the cream cheese and butter. Beat the butter and cream cheese with a mixer for about 1 minute on medium speed. Then add the vanilla and melted chocolate and beat for about another minute. At this point, you'll want to add the powdered sugar a little at a time until your frosting is light and fluffy. If needed, milk may be added 1 tablespoon at a time. Once the desired consistency is reached, place frosting in a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, or the one you do have is giving you some trouble, like mine did initially, you can always spread it on with a knife, of course. Now for the toppings. You're going to want a bag of Cadbury mini eggs, along with the chocolate bar. Now, the original recipe calls for chocolate almond bark, but in this instance, I just used a standard dark chocolate bar. I opted to add sweetened coconut flakes as well. I did toast them first. To toast the coconut, you'll want to set your oven to 350 degrees and then spread the flakes over a cookie sheet. Cook them about 6 to 9 minutes, turning the sheet halfway through. You'll want to keep an eye on it to avoid any over-browning or burning. Use a vegetable peeler on the chocolate bar to create chocolate shavings. Sprinkle the toasted coconut and chocolate shavings over the freshly piped frosting to create the nest for the eggs. Then top the cupcakes with the Cadbury mini eggs. If the cupcakes are not going to be eaten within the first 24 hours, make sure to store them in the refrigerator. If any of you have a Dr. Doodad in your life, you might want to keep them well hidden. And there you have it, delightful bird's nest cupcakes. Aren't the mini ones cute? This is Obscurity signing off. Until next time, my friends, have a happy spring.